Hi there. Here we are again.
Many thanks for dropping by. I recognize your voice. But is it you?
Of course. Didn't I tell you last time that you will be able to see my body as mechanical as yours?
Yes. But I honestly did not realize what you meant. Another reason to realize the fact how hollow words are, and that each word can have several meaning.
You are right. Every word has basically 7 possible meanings, depending on who speaks and who is doing the listening.
Can you explain?
No, not yet. But let me say for now that there are 7 levels of human beings. The lowest level of being lives close to his animal side. The highest level will have, for example, the consciousness of a Buddha, or that of a Jesus Christ. In between those 2 extremes, we can find 5 other different levels of being.
This means that as soon the level of my consciousness grows, the more I will be able to understand?
Yes and no. Your today's consciousness doesn't have much to do with it. Your being has to grow. The higher your being, the higher your knowledge, the better your understanding. There are 7 levels, remember. But again, it is too soon to talk about these things.
I have to take your word for it. But how come I can now see you as a type of robot, and no more as a human being?
Last time I also saw you as a mechanical being, but you were not aware of it. I now even notice that you have a totally different personality, and that you have changed. You now see my mechanical side instead of my body, but you still cannot see me. I mean, the real me. I'm not my physical body, because that's purely a temporarily mechanical vehicle, as you can notice now. I'm in fact everything, except that what you can see with your ordinary eyes. Anyway, you are just alike.
Is that the reason why I can see your mechanicalness?
No, you needed my help. I raised your level of consciousness, so that you can see. But it might be that one day you might be able to see things without my help.
Oh, I see. I see. A strange play with words? Sounds funny, isn't it? But can everybody see your mechanical side and mine?
No, of course not. Every human being will see us in the flesh, because they have eyes with whom they cannot see. They think they are awake, and as long they live in that state of sleep, they can only dream at night, and daydream during the day. Anyway, what is your question of the day?
Well, what's the real purpose of life?
Life in general? Or are we talking about that of yours?
Let's start with life in general.
Life in general has no purpose at all. It is not that something or someone created life to serve a certain purpose. On the other hand, you can say life is one big experiment born out of something we might call coincidence. But a coincidence based upon a mathematical law as a result of cause and effect.
That sounds a bit confusing to me. Can you please make it a bit clearer?
Let's try. You first of all have to understand that life can take different forms. There's life on many planets, but the forms differ. The forms come and go all the time, but life remains untouched. On other planets, for example, there's life, but the forms are so small they are basically invisible to the human eye. There is even life without the forms you know here on Earth. I mean, non-physical forms. Anyway, you are pure energy, called life. But you're so strongly identified with your body that you do not realize the day you lose your outer physical form, life still remains intact. If you would be able to really understand what I mean, you will automatically understand why life can exist on its own, without trying to give it a purpose nor a physical form as you know it. In short, life does not need a purpose in order to be, unless you want to give it a purpose, because you feel a strong instinctive need to do so.
So, if I understand you well, you're trying to tell me that I am life with a body, and not a body with life? which means that life can surely exist without a body, but a body cannot exist without life. Right?
Yes. You are perfectly right. You're honestly a very quick learner. Chew on your own words until you got the taste of them. Bye for now, and let's meet again another day.
Okay then. See you. And many thanks for your answer. Now I have something to reflect on. Bye. Oops. Wait another second. If you do not mind. How can I get in touch with you?
At the very moment I live in Belgium, but of course, we also have two different websites. One for the school, and one for the general public. The name of our friendly society is Dim School, which has its own website, D-I-M school.be, but there is also spiritualia.be, being the two first letters of the word Belgium. Meet me there if you want. I would say, bye for now.
He really looks smart to me. Doesn't he? Many are called, but not many are chosen, he said one day to me. I did choose myself. Who else can choose me? I have the feeling he comes from another planet. That's not true, of course. It's just a feeling. Because, for me, he vibrates the truth. You have to meet him personally before you will be able to understand me. You will naturally see him in the flesh, as an ordinary person, because your brain will tell you so. I look forward meeting him again. By that time I might have another question for him. You might have one too. If so, please let me know by sending me an email. Sorry. I have to go. Bye for now. And do not forget to come back soon. There might be more interesting questions to be answered. About life. About self-knowledge. And about you, of course. Bye-bye.